Good morning, folks. Good morning, sunshine. I'm here with Emma.
Good morning.
The lovely Emma, who's super famous, at least in Boulder. And we are going to cook a meal. So I'm in my kitchen. And Sunbasket has sent us 2 bags. You can see these bags. And we're going to cook them. And then we're going to meditate for 2 minutes, because that's the weird kind of stuff that we do. So this is the box that the Sunbasket stuff came in that Emma just messed up. And I'm going to put these back in so you see everything. There's my coffee that I obsess about. Kicking Horse. I recommend it. Hey, little cutie. There's a little cutie. Give the little cutie a like or a share. So what we're going to do is demonstrate how to cook a vegan meal super easy with this meal delivery service stuff. So it's something like that. Can you grab those, Emma? Lovely Emma. So Emma, what's your business and who are you and why are you here?
I have a local organic plant-based dessert company here in Boulder.
What is plant-based? Is that a fancy hipster term for?
I mean, it's mostly vegan. We don't use any dairy or eggs. We do use some raw local honey and all like Whole Foods plant material.
Awesome. So if anyone's tuning in, you can say where you're from, please. It's always fun to see where people are from. And if you have comments, questions, or issues with anything, ask Emma or myself. And maybe say who you're asking, because Emma knows. So basically, Emma's here because she actually knows how to cook. And I kind of don't really do much cooking, which is why we're doing it. So basically, you get this big box, Sunbasket. Sure, thank you. So you get this box in the mail. The post office guy comes up and brings you this box that I failed to repack very well. And then you open it up and you say, what's for dinner, kids? And under here, goodies are near. And this is not a commercial. We're going to be honest about what we like, what we don't like, all that. So this is typical of their packaging. If you can get up close, you can read it. So they do biodegradable, recyclable, non-GMO, 98% water, eco-friendly ice pack. I love this. This is super cool. And if you film this, I just keep them because you always want ice packs when you hurt your knees or whatever. And even if you don't use them, putting them in your fridge keeps your fridge colder for less money. So it's more eco. So that's what I do with that. Then you bring out the food. So we have late summer minestrone.
Ooh.
And Emma's going to get to decide what we cook. And then we have rigatoni, which I barely know what that is. It's like pasta with cauliflower and lemon.
So do you know where these ingredients are coming from?
So I think Sunbasket is California based. So if you're in California, it's an amazing, much more eco thing. We're in Colorado, so there's some shipping involved. But I think it's all California. Is that right, Bess? And they're supporting local farms, which is awesome. And my hand is super cold. You can come up here if you want. You might also want to be slightly in it, but you pull up a chair if you want. So here's other cool stuff. So this insulation, I'm keeping all this insulation instead of recycling it because recycling plastic is actually not that eco. And I'm going to keep it and stuff it into the roof of my house, which is better. This kind of stuff is great. This is just brown, unbleached paper. Bleach is really bad for life. It kills life in our watershed. So anytime you see a white paper napkin or a white paper towel, it's actually pretty bad for the environment. Brown, however, is great. And that you can just keep, Emma, just one little sec. So this stuff, so we care about the environment, so we're just trying to talk about it. So this stuff you can keep for like shipping, for packing your own stuff, or what else could you do? You could use it for notes or something, or you could just throw it in your recycle bin and you're good. And this is what you're left with. So it's not too bad in terms of packaging, I don't think. And I can film you at any point. It's less painful to look at you than me. Do you want to open it? Here, I'll take a turn.
Which one do you want to do?
That's up to you. So we have rigatoni with cauliflower. Maybe people in comments can say which one you guys want us to do. So you have rigatoni with cauliflower and lemon, and you have late summer minestrone. Given that it's like 11 a.m., I don't really know that I feel like either. I feel like pancakes and coffee. But which one, you guys just tell us which one you want to do. In the meantime, Emma, so tell me about how do you cook and what's your philosophy with food and stuff?
I just try to eat as much organic, local, plant-based food. So I really try not to eat any animal products at all other than raw honey.
And why is that? Without being like a crazy vegan, why do you not eat, why do you not eat, I wasn't looking at the camera. Why do you not eat meat or dairy?
I mean, personally, I don't feel good when I eat animals, and for me, it's a lot of the environmental impact. You know, it's very strenuous on the environment to produce animals and then to kill them. It's not really my thing. So,
if you can avoid killing for lunch,
yeah.
It's always nice. So this is sort of what's wonderful to me about Sunbasket, and also what's sort of weird, is that you're getting this like beautiful organic celery in a little plastic bag that you're never going to reuse unless you need a very long, thin plastic bag for your incense. But organic is great because, as Jane Goodall says, whoever thought of that putting poison on our food would be a good idea. So it's that simple. You don't have to be a weird hippie to be into organic. My dad's family, they're pretty conservative and they buy organic for their kids because they care about their kids' health. Organic is just the way God made it.
Yeah, it shouldn't really have to be called organic.
So I'm not really putting it there, I'm just putting it there.
So shall we get a cutting board?
So I think we're doing, and if you can keep an eye on the comments, Bess, I think we're going to do the late summer minestrone. Yeah, so I have cutting boards over here. Oh, there's one in the dish rack, if you can get it out without, and film her. Yeah, Bess.
All right. So we're going to do the summer minestrone.
So Bess doesn't like to be on the camera, right?
No way.
At all. So you're never going to get to see Bess, sorry. So basically you put everything in a pan and then you turn the heat on and then it's done. That's my cooking stuff.
So why don't we go through what they are giving us?
Yeah, we're just taking everything out.
Instructions. We have some tomatoes.
Yes, they're right here. I forgot about these.
So I believe all this is organic, grown from California.
So when you open the box, Bess, is this on camera? You get this little welcome to Sunbasket thing. And it tells you how to deal with the box, how to cook your meal, other stuff, how to refrigerate stuff, which is you put it in the refrigerator. And then it maybe has some history on the food, sounds like. I don't know what this is about. I don't know what any of this is about. I'm a typical genius American customer.
I think they're saying they get recipes from around the world.
It's super cool. But basically, I'm just looking for how to cook this. So I look for the recipe, and it tells me the calories, which I don't care about, and I don't encourage people to care about, but it's good to know. How many servings, so it's perfect for a date. It's vegetarian, not vegan, so I might have to look out for that. Are you vegetarian or vegan?
Vegan.
Uh-oh. Well, we'll find whatever is not quite. And then they have a really easy recipe, if you can get this on here. I've done a couple, and I've been really delighted. I kind of felt like I had a new meal that I could add to my incredibly limited repertoire, and that I could, I could actually invite a date over for maybe the first time ever and impress them. I've invited dates over and not impressed them many times with my Waylon's custom nachos, which is basically chips out of a bag, vegan cheese, and chili out of a can, which Amy's, which I love, but no one else seems to be that impressed by that. So I've learned a couple meals through Sunbasket. One is, what do you call it? Vegan paella, which is super fancy looking, but so easy. And I did another one that I forgot. Oh no, it was so good. It was rice noodles and kind of an Asian noodle dish. It was spicy, and I love spice. So Emma's arranged everything.
Yeah, why don't we come over here and take a look at how all the ingredients are organized. We got some fresh veggies and some herbs, pasta, beans.
Yum.
Yeah, so it all looks really good. So I think minestrone is a soup.
What's that?
Is minestrone a soup? It is.
Oh wait, I gave you the wrong one.
Yeah, this is it.
Oh, there's just 2 pages for it? Oh, we just have 2 of them, so we can each have our own recipe.
Cool.
So we need a pot.
All right.
Just tell me whatever you want.
So we should probably get
Big
a
pot,
pot
little
to
pot?
boil the pasta.
Where's my huge
And
pot?
I'm gonna start prepping the veggies.
Oh, I don't know. I'm going off camera to find a pot.
So we gotta do some chopping.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right, here's a pasta pot. So if anyone watching this is like, this is really unplanned, we try and do that intentionally because, you know, it's live and we're like Buddhist-y type people. We like to be in the present moment. So hopefully the charm of it, even if it's not charming, is that it's genuine and we're actually figuring this out. It's not like an overly produced BS commercial on morning news. I have a pasta pot here. Do you want that?
Well, we need to boil the water, and then we need to cook the veggies.
I can boil water over here and save tons of energy. And that's a little eco tip for all y'all. If you use your tea kettle, which is super efficient. Can I boil water for you, Emma?
Sure.
Okay. How much do you want?
Well, we have about a cup of pasta, so I'd say at least like 2 or 3 cups. It's not
Okay.
a lot.
2 or 3 cups. What size cups? Says the bachelor. No idea what cups means.
So what you got there?
So right now we are just, I'm just gonna start prepping the veggies. This is a shallot. It's kind of like an onion. It's got some really good flavor.
Love shallots.
And I think we're just gonna saute it up. It says to saute the shallots, the celery, the garlic, the zucchini, the tomatoes, and the beans. So we're just gonna cook all those together. And then,
So I'm going to respond to a couple comments real quick. Alyssa, thank you so much. Yeah, I just redid this kitchen. It's all locally milled wood. A lot of it from, what do you call it? Beetle kill. I actually need to see the comments, so
Okay.
I'll just flip it around. Oh, hey, Angel. Now it's on me. And then Paula had an amazing suggestion. Kids love to draw on the brown paper, and she makes her own paper bags or paper bags for gifts. We have Julie from UK. If you're just tuning in, say where you're at. So we're doing the minestrone. That was an overwhelming vote. And yeah, if any of you want to get 3 free meals with purchase, I don't really understand how that's free, but some sort of cool offer, go for it. It's a good offer, it sounds like. Just free with purchase sounds like costs money. Alrighty, so Emma's chopping. So is this all in the recipe?
yes, so.
It says what to do?
The recipe card gives us the basic directions. We're just gonna saute the veggies all together, and then we're gonna use a cast iron skillet to cook them in.
Cool. Got that right here. I should oil it up a little bit, right?
Yeah, that would.
Emkin or Bess, can you or someone? Actually, there you go. So olive oil, really good olive oil is hard to find. If you can find it, get it, and get as much as you can of it because really good olive oil is expensive, and it's nice to not spend too much. So get a ton. It'll be expensive, but it'll be cheaper per whatever. And if it's, it shouldn't be in glass generally. You don't want light to get into it. Should I put a little olive oil on here?
Yeah, so we'll grease that up. And that olive oil is from our farmer's market, and it's single estate, so that's top-notch olive oil.
And I normally don't have a pillow here because I think someone's trying to set up a tripod. So this is a little pillow on my countertop. Sort of weird. How is everyone today? And if you're just tuning in, where are you from? I'd love to see where everyone's from. And there's Caitlin. Bess is ducking off camera. Bess is like Tom Cruise in Mission Impossible. When you throw a camera at her, she dies. So this is on super low heat just to warm the pan up. Is that right, Emma?
Yeah.
So Emma has a business, probably my favorite vegan business I've ever had. I'm vegan, and you long for like pastries and all these good things when you turn vegan because there's so little being made for it. And her stuff is not only vegan, it's raw and organic, Super delicious. What's your Instagram? So people can check it out.
Daydream dessert.
Daydream dessert, all one word? No, there's an
Daydream
underscore.
_dessert.
So if you just search Daydream Dessert, you'll find it. And I'm at Waylon Lewis if you feel like following my pictures of my dog. Relephant. So what else can I do? We need a pasta pot?
Yes.
Or a
so
little
we
one.
have water boiling.
Do we only need a little one or a big one?
Probably a
I
big
think
one.
just, well, eventually I'm sure we're gonna mix it all together.
So big?
Yeah,
Okay.
that would be good.
So this sink.
So-
Oh, yeah, no, get her. That's great.
Right now we're just doing some quick prep. This is super easy. Everything is already here. I just have to chop it up.
Get it nice and close so you can see.
Cool thing about these kits is that they give you instructions, but you can also always kind of do it, the way you want to do it.
And Angel, if you get me for a sec. So I just want to give a shout out to, so we just built this sink. This is a sink that I got for free. So green can be super cheap, just be on the sink. And it's an old farm sink from 2 houses down that was gutted. So if you're using reused stuff, it's often cheaper and kind of nice to have a nice old historic sink. And the legs are actually made out of an old Craigslist bed and locally milled wood. So eco isn't just about the food. So I'm going to put this here.
Cool.
And the water's...
Alright, so we're going to start sauteing these veggies.
Should I bring the boiling water over?
Sure. Whenever you want to put the pasta.
Where do I put it? In here? Yeah?
Yeah,
Okay.
do it.
Should I put the pasta in first?
No. You want the water boiling. Alright.
Tea kettles are always designed to spill when you pour them. Genius.
What kind of
100%
pots
of the
are
time.
you cooking with and why?
Kind of what?
Pots. What kind of
Oh, that's a question for Emma.
cast iron, right?
Cast iron is good because it spreads the heat around super evenly. Probably everyone knows that. And if you don't wash your cast iron thing with soap and stuff, you can maintain this kind of nice,
Last forever.
what do you call it? Nice kind of
Enamel?
coating of oil and
That already smells so good.
good stuff.
Alright.
Ah!
So the directions say to add the garlic now, but garlic burns really easy, so I think we're gonna wait just a sec on that.
The little thingamajiggy is off the thing. All right, I'll deal with it. It's a major emergency.
Okay, we're not doing this quite as the directions say.
Why?
but
What are we doing differently?
Just cooking it in a different order, but it'll all be good. Alright, so now
But you
I'm
could do it as the directions, right? I could, and it would be okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So then with this stuff, what do you do with it? Dun dun, we're on a
Well-
journey. We're on a journey. No, Angel, Jesus Christ, we were on a journey into the compost bin. Can't work with this new film crew. All right, do I cover this? The water? I'm
That
gonna say
would
yes.
save you some energy by trapping the oil in there.
And then,
Make it boil faster.
and then, the heat should be on, right? She's really not talking to me. She just get her zone. I'm not learning anything. Communicate to us.
Alright, so
She's
we
like
need to
the
boil,
Einstein.
the water needs to boil for the pasta to cook.
Get over here so you can see the food.
So we're doing a little out of order, but basically we're just sauteing the veggies until they're soft.
Okay.
Also
Can I
gonna
just
cut-
move it around for you?
Yeah.
Why do you do that
that'd
so it doesn't burn?
be great. Yeah, it just cooks evenly.
And other obvious questions from dumb bachelors. Look, Mama, I'm cooking.
So do a lot of you guys watching like to cook at home, or a lot of you trying to learn how to cook? You know what a lot of people like to do?
Yeah, so if you're in if you want to leave a comment, if you cook a lot, maybe you can give some tips for idiots like myself who don't cook. So, Michael Pollan basically talks about the solution to save the whole world, end the obesity crisis, be good for the environment, everything. You can get in closer if you want. Is cooking. Because when you cook, you use less processed food. And I'm a little critical of the plastic stuff in Sunbasket from time to time. But the thing I love about Sunbasket is that they actually get people like me cooking and learning recipes, and that changes my life. Changed my life already. So that I'm pretty grateful for. Let's just go back and forth. Yeah.
Well, and I have to say that, you know, I definitely love cooking, and I love cooking homemade meals, but running a business, I don't have a lot of time.
This is gorgeous.
So something like this would definitely save time, and it still gets me cooking and shopping fresh food. But, you know, like I said, when you don't have a lot of time, this is also good for people that like to cook.
Well, Lupita
Look how juicy these are.
I know, the tomatoes, I do have to say, look amazing.
Beautiful.
Yeah, so the key thing whenever you're cooking is to put your hand in whatever you're cooking.
Touch it.
And steal some of it. And then eat it. Lupita, you should come on over and learn to cook with me. Mary, yeah, that seems controversial. Do you put salt in the water to boil it faster, or do you put it in after? I've read both. I put it in after now.
I learned that it actually brings the temperature down. I could be really wrong about that, but I think you put it in after to just season and flavor the pasta water.
Yeah, I like to put it just in after. I actually put it in the pasta sauce, but not much.
So we could actually, I don't know if you have a lid, but you could put a lid on top of this,
I
and
do.
then that would
Sure.
gently steam it and cook it faster. And
I got it best.
heat.
I don't got it for the whole time.
Turn it up a little bit.
So this is, I also want to give a shout out to Big Chill. It's a local, made in Pennsylvania oven and fridge company.
Pennsylvania.
And there's Redford. Yeah, it's made in Pennsylvania. So most of the stuff is made over in China by sad children, and Redford is sad because we're making vegan food. See?
Oh, let's get the herbs in.
Herbs.
What herbs
Okay.
are we using?
So this is a minestrone, and they gave us thyme.
Parsley, sage.
It looks so cute.
Here's the recipes,
You're
or
not
the
gonna
recipe.
really know.
Show them the herbs, right?
Oops.
So here's the cute little herbs on my cute little
We have
cutting board
basil and thyme.
that I've never used for anything.
Well, now we're using it.
Yeah. So notice how she's cutting. Keep your nails
Yeah.
out
probably,
and kind of down so you don't cut your fingertips off.
Probably not the best. For
If you're vegan, you do not want to be eating your fingertips. Here's ciabatta.
So I think we're gonna grill that at the end.
Yeah.
Definitely grill it up.
This is
small.
really hot.
Do they take
Wow.
portion size? When you get meals, do they,
You're not on, Bess.
when you order the basket, do they ask your portion size, like your family size, or
Yeah,
do they
they do.
just do single portions?
Yeah, they do both. So you tell
So you
them
can
how
order-
many you want.
So you can order a sunbasket for a bachelor,
Yeah.
a sad, lonely bachelor,
Well, it's
or for
for
a
two.
happy,
I think this meal's
dysfunctional family.
Yeah.
Okay, those are the two sizes. So respectful. There's Caitlin. Accountants always have the most fun. She's just on her laptop over here,
Yeah.
actually doing work.
Trying.
All right, I'm gonna respond to a couple. Hey, Annalie from Italy, you had amazing comments the other day. In Finland, I cook all my food except now here in Italy. My only tip for cooking is to just do it. My best cooking and worst cooking has come from just looking into the fridge and trying out combinations of food from there. I have to show people this. This is amazing to me. And I'm not even a food person. I just bought this for like $3. I don't know if you can tell how big this is. No, I got it. It's Emma for comparison. You can't even see her. It's this huge box. Oh yeah, maybe you could hold it. It's so hard to film without getting Bess on camera. So it's this huge, I don't know if you can tell how big this is, but anyway. It's an
My
immense,
hand.
it's like 5 salads. Yeah, look how big that is. It's crazy. That thing will make an appearance on my Instagram soon. Here, can I give this to you? Cool.
What did you just put in there?
So we just added the garlic and the tomato paste. I'm realizing now that we're not really following the directions as well.
That seems to be a theme with Anna's cooking. But that's a key point for people is that if you're good, once you're a comfortable cook, and even if you're a bad cook, Bess, you're getting this?
Yep.
You can just relax and kind of have fun.
Yeah.
And if you make mistakes, you learn. Hopefully you don't make horrible mistakes where you're wasting the food, but you can kind of play with recipes. So it doesn't have to be super stressful. Like I get stressed when I look at a recipe, I envision myself walking around a grocery store forever looking for 20 different things. And that's why Sunbasket is helpful to get you started. So if you want to get 3 free meals, we try and have mindful eco sponsors And Sunbasket is a great sponsor, so we are proud and honored to have them. 3 free meals when you sign up and purchase something.
Smell that?
Yeah.
It's definitely becoming fragrant. Do we have salt and pepper?
Sorry, our smellometer for the Facebook Live is broken right now, so you can't smell it. Do I have what?
Salt and pepper.
I have salt. Right here is from the Dead Sea.
Ooh, you want to
Yeah.
put a pinch of that
It's
in?
actually, this is the salt from the Dead Sea. Put a pinch.
Yeah, a good pinch. Maybe
Okay.
another pinch.
Okay. And
So
then-
what's all in there, Emma?
So we have shallots, celery, zucchini, tomatoes, and we just added some garlic and tomato paste.
Yum.
And
And
then,
this is vegan grated Parmesan cheese. It's not vegan, so we're not going to put it in.
yeah, I'll pass on that. But you could save it and give it to somebody else that likes cheese.
That's what I'm doing right
Or you could make garlic
That's what
bread.
made it vegan, not
Redford.
vegetarian, not vegan.
Yeah.
Okay. Redford. Redford is going to enjoy some Sunbasket right now.
Okay.
This is the Redford cam. Redford is not a vegan. We've had talks about it. He just doesn't seem to care. This little forest of dogs down here. All right, back to the meal. So you stir it, I guess, just so you look like you have something to do. More oil? I have no idea. I think it's not sticking. I interviewed Michael Pollan. If the editor on duty, thank you, wants to put my conversation with him. And he actually talks about why he's not vegan, which is very interesting. When you put a lid, so Annie has a nice tip, Emma. When you put a lid on the veggies, slow the temperature. It will cook on steam and it's delicious.
Yeah, that's what I love doing.
And it
Then
keeps
you
the
don't-
vitamins and juices intact. It's kind of like pressure cooking.
Yeah, we can do that.
Oh, Annie, I like you. Anytime you want to come over and help me cook a meal. All right, Alyssa, it took me 38 years to feel comfortable enough to try to cook much at all. Now I cook daily for my family of 7. Jesus. My kids were shocked and nervous when I started, but love it now. It is so cool to be able to make meals from basic ingredients. I think at the point where you're at a family of 7, 8 is sort of the same thing. So just DM me your address and I'll come over for some good homemade food.
How
Okay?
often do they deliver the meals?
Oh, I think probably just tell them what you want, right?
Yeah.
I mean, hopefully Sunbasket is used as, I would say, even when you're too busy, when you're like stressed out and you still want a good home cooked meal, you don't have time because you're shuttling the kids around or whatever.
Do they do breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Yeah.
But, great question. Do they do breakfast, lunch, and dinner?
Yes, they do.
They do breakfast?
Yeah, they do like omelets and stuff.
Really? Wow. Yeah, and then hopefully it's like a vehicle for people like myself to start cooking and going to farmer's market and your local grocery. Am I shaking too much?
Yeah.
Too much coffee. So the $11.49 price, is that the price for 2 portions or people?
That I do not know, and I think with any purchase you get the 3 free meals. So if you want to start, no.
Bess is talking, but she can't be on camera. You can't get her on camera. There's Bess's hand. Okay, yeah, Carol, we went over the shipping package. It's far more eco. There's a lot of compostable stuff in it. I'm going through the comments. God, Bess is pressuring me. It's so stressful. So it's pretty good. Recyclable plastic is not really recyclable, particularly. I think the packaging is kind of a problem, but it's far, far better than any other meal delivery service that I've seen. So I would give them I would basically say, Sunbasket, what's that, Emma? Those are compostable, maybe? No, that's
these are
plastic.
recycled.
It's made in the U.S., greenware. Be wary of the word green, because it doesn't mean anything.
Maybe you could also reuse this if you ever were making salad or something and wanted to put your dip in it.
Sure. Hayden Hatcher, does this company ship everywhere? Does it source from proximal farms? That's what we were just talking about. The coolest basket thing would be if they had local, like if they had a Colorado package and a, Texas package and a.
Right now it's
Do
all
they?
California.
They do farm in Texas, right? Is there any farms in Texas, or is it just arid desert? I'm teasing Hayden because she's from Texas.
Compostable, like, what's it called? Compostable.
This one is compostable,
Yeah.
correct? But compostable, remember, PLA is made out of corn generally, which should be for animals or like animals or for humans, and it's super energy intensive.
But it's better than
Alright.
regular.
We're cooking the pasta. So
Annie is saying zucchini cooks fast, but for root veggies, add tomato in toward the end, otherwise it takes longer. Nikki, so now I'm hungry, a little bit hangry even, LOL. At the point where you get hangry, you need to order one of Emma Daydream Desserts she makes all these amazing bars and stuff. She's going to be super rich if she ever figures out how
figures it
to
out.
get her stuff to everybody. I'm trying to get her to open a bakery
What's
or
your
a
favorite dessert first?
farm truck. My favorite dessert of Emma's is whatever she's serving that day. I ate 2 of them yesterday. One was can you describe them?
You had cookies yesterday, so they weren't
No,
raw, but they were.
But they're desserts.
They were vegan and paleo peanut butter brownie and cinnamon caramel.
Yeah, so good.
What was that raw cheesecake you had on your Instagram the other day?
Which one?
It had like some, I think it was raspberry or something.
Yeah, I mean we do all sorts of flavors.
So
I think my favorite though, I make it's called a trobar, but it's basically a salted caramel slice, and it's just like date caramel and raw chocolate.
So Beth Grace, you can say that out loud.
You guys are making me really hungry.
So Beth Grace says, hello from Connecticut. Similar question to the lovely Hayden, who I may or may not have a crush on. She loves the sunbasket idea, but shipping from California to Connecticut is not so eco-friendly. Also love your sink, looks like my grandma's farmhouse. So yeah, I think that's sort of what we're hoping Sunbasket and other companies will be able to do is have centralized little hubs around the country. So a New England one, Texas one, a Colorado one. So for a long time, I don't know if it's still there. If anyone's from Vermont, you can tell me. But in Vermont, there was a thing called the Farmer's Diner. And there were a whole bunch of them around the state. And they all got local food from a direct hub around each restaurant. And it's an amazing model.
Yeah.
So, Emma.
And this is a great container you can reuse. We just dumped the beans that were already.
Why would you reuse this? It's just, why do you want to store stuff in plastic? Plastic is bad,
Well,
bad,
if you
bad
don't
stuff.
have a lot of money to buy the fancy glass containers.
But you can get glass containers for free, like in your pasta and stuff. Glass is
Well,
pretty cheap.
If you wanted
As in
to,
free.
you could reuse.
Emma's just trying to be constructive. Help her out here.
This looks so yummy.
This looks really good.
So we kind of messed it up, but basically you'd want to saute your veggies in a big pot, and then I think the directions have you
you
boil the
pepper.
pasta in the pot. So we're just doing it separately and then mixing it together. But basically we have everything ready to go in here, and we're just waiting for the pasta. Waylon, do you have a colander to drain this in?
I did, but I just redid my kitchen.
Maybe we could
and
actually
yeah,
just-
no, I see it.
We might be able to just throw it right in here. I don't see why not.
Why not?
With a spoon?
As Robert F. Kennedy said about cooking minestrone, some people ask why, others ask why not?
So Waylon, what do you want to do with
I throw it away
baggies.
because plastic is evil and horrible and there's nothing good to do with it. And recycling, you're melting plastic, which is toxic and it degrades. Plastic is just an awful thing. And
Well,
it
to
should never
somebody
be
that
used.
doesn't want to put this in the trash, I'll take this home and
If you don't
reuse
want to put it in the trash, you shouldn't use it in the first place. Basically, once it exists, it's like kryptonite to humans. But yeah, if you can reuse stuff and you want to store your food in toxic plastic, good for you. Yeah,
Let me
so
hold this while you drink.
that's a great question from Melissa. I'm not that shaky. Oh, but I'm filming her feet.
Where's the
Yeah.
pepper?
I'm just trying to read the comments.
I know, but they're still watching.
Where's Emma?
At least put it on the pot.
Ooh, look at this. You got
Yeah.
some
I bought that from Emma.
last year. This was made from local herbs and garlic.
Yeah, Emma knows a lot about local herbs, if you know what I'm saying. What? You can laugh. Yeah.
Do you have any pepper, Waylon?
It's surprising how much money there is in local herbs. You wouldn't think. I was just looking for pepper, and I think it's in a storage box from...
Okay, then maybe
But
we'll
check
stick
this
to
out.
pepper.
Here's the elephant pin, which is cool, made out of recycled metal and cloisonné. There's a pin for, what is that? I can't read. I'm getting a little, if you put your face over this, then you get, what do you call it? A little facial thing. It's good for your
Pores
skin.
open.
Yeah, your pores
Skin
open.
facial?
Here's me and my dad and mom.
Oh.
All right, I'll give it back to Bess. Bess hates it when I film because I'm so shaky. They say the cocaine wears off, but I find the kind of tremors continue for up to 2 days. So, do you want
Please
to give
say
a
that
shot
was
of
a
that?
joke.
That is a joke. I don't. I've written about cocaine. I think it's one of the worst things you could do if you want to mess up the whole world and cause tons of suffering.
Yeah.
Do you want to get that
What do
shot?
we
Because
have
that
in
is
there?
cool.
Pasta is just boiling. We're getting pretty close to putting
Yeah.
it all together.
This is kind of where I shine. As a bachelor, I'm good with water and
You
pasta.
good with pasta? Then why don't you?
I do a lot of that.
Take the reins on that one.
Nachos and
Get the
pasta.
rest of the compost.
I don't think you need to stir it the whole time. I think she's just trying
So,
to.
for those that don't live in a township that do commercial or residential composting, what should people do with their compost?
Compost. So that was a complicated and great question. So I compost and throw it
It's
in my.
smelly and gross, but I don't want to
Compost
put.
bin.
I throw it in my backyard. You can go in there. It's not gross.
I went in.
I mean, it's not pretty, but it's just compost, and it turns back into rich, beautiful earth that, ironically, in America we now buy in plastic bags at the grocery, and it's been shipped around the country. Huge carbon footprint. Instead, make your own in a compost bin. If, however, as Emma is saying,
Well, let's say you live in an apartment complex in a place that doesn't compost.
Yes.
What does one do with?
So what I've seen from my urban friends is they, if they don't have a compost bin, they put it in plastic bags. There's a use for your plastic bags. They put it in their plastic bags, probably bigger ones.
Or
and they-
biodegradable, but.
Yeah, and they put it in the freezer, and then when they have a chance, they take it to.
I don't know about putting it in the freezer.
Well, I'm just saying what they do, honey. So they we're arguing already.
I know.
Um,
Honey.
yeah, sweetie, just let me get it out one sentence. And
Emma's got it, man.
and they freeze it, and then they take it to some composting facility. And I think the reason they freeze it is so it doesn't stink.
Okay.
And Emma has a problem with that because she just doesn't respect.
I don't have freezer
She doesn't
space because
respect
I have a
me
frozen dessert
or all my
company.
hard work, night and day, for our family.
Emma, what are your favorite ways to compost, or what do you recommend?
I've definitely made messes by composting, but I can't throw food in the trash. So,
But you can do like an
um,
outdoor composting.
yeah, so I have a small patio in my apartment complex, and I just have like a 5-gallon bin that I just put it in, and then I put it in my car and take it to a place that does compost.
Yeah.
Fortunately, my kitchen, we compost, and we actually take the compost to a farm. Thank you.
I'm fanning her with the. You
So
can fan.
chivalrous.
Yeah, you can fan people with the
Yeah,
sunbath.
you can.
You're all hot now, right? Before it was cold because it's cold in my house.
Yeah, now it's finally heating up. All right, I think we're getting ready. So I think
This
what.
is looking yum.
Yeah,
it's too bad
so.
there's only enough for me, but what do we do with the ciabatta? Can we warm it up somehow?
Yeah, we're gonna grill it, but first, what I want you to do is
Okay.
put all this. We're just gonna add it to
In
the
here?
pasta, and like I said, we kind of did it a little out of order, but it'll
That's
be
too
okay.
much water, right?
Uh,
We're adding it
well,
to
it's
that.
a soup. What do you
Oh,
think?
right. No, you're right.
I mean, we can drain some of this if you want.
This is signed back in the day by Hosea Rosenberg, who won the Top Chef, and he's a local Boulder chef. You
that's
wouldn't
cool.
know that now because I've used it for so long. Should I just pour it into there?
Well, how watery do you want your soup? Do you want it to be like a stew, or do you want it to be like a soup?
Whatever you like, dear.
What do you choose?
I like watery
Okay.
because I like soup. Because then
Hydration's
it's
good.
you're hot for a long time.
All right, so let's just dump it in.
Okay, I feel like it's gonna splash. Turn off the gas because it comes from fracking. Everyone who's anti-fracking has gas stoves because they're too cool for electric stoves. Yet another liberal contradiction.
So you're just putting the veggies into the boiling water with the pasta.
Yeah, so basically
Yeah,
you would
it's
want to
pretty
do it the
pretty complicated. You pour it in. You use gravity.
Make sure you scrape all the good stuff.
Oh, dude, I'm
you
a bachelor.
want to do it the opposite way because that's where all the good stuff is, all the flavor.
Flavor Flav.
And then we'll grill the bread in this pan. You want to do that?
Sure.
We'll just have to like wipe it out with.
Oh, in here. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll wipe it.
What do you want to wipe it with? All right. Do you want to? So now we just kind of have our soup all together. We have.
That's just get me wiping for half a second.
And I definitely like this recipe because it's very vegetable heavy and there is pasta, but not a lot. So it's not. It doesn't seem like, you know, just cheap and filling because of the pasta. Yeah, this looks gorgeous. I wish you guys could smell it.
So good.
Yeah.
Well, you guys missed me cleaning the pan.
Awesome.
It was scintillating. All right.
All right, so let's just
Pop
put
it
a
in.
little more.
Somebody said, is that sufficient?
Yeah, that'll just dry. I don't know.
Okay.
That's oil.
Okay, so now I think we're just going to do the final step, which is just grilling up the bread. Soup is ready to go.
I like the idea of grilling in a pan. I've never
Well, you
thought
probably
of
want to
that.
add a little oil to that.
Oh. What would we do with that oil?
Perfect. Just kind of go
And
like
if there's
this.
a dribble. And then clean up this. Are we done with this stuff?
Yes, we are. I
we
just
done with
saved a
that?
little bit of that so we can put on top of the bowl to make it look pretty and
So Bess, can I talk
Fancy.
about something for a sec?
Sure.
So, one of the reasons, which seems really silly, but I think probably lots of Americans are dumb like me, that I don't like to cook that much is because I suck at doing dishes. And what everyone who cooks always says is do all your dishes while you're cooking it.
Exactly.
And so I just wanted to get this shot of, you know, whenever you have a little gap, clean your stuff.
Well, and I also find that
That's
is if you can rinse your dishes off as soon as you use them, the food comes right off rather than letting
Instead
them
of
dry
being
and they're
dried out.
crusty and then you have to scratch them. So not only is it harder for you, but then you have to use more water and soap and all of that.
One of the, Jenna Crotet said, instead of washing the pan, you should have poured water in it and then just put it in the back in the pot. So
to
it
get
can
all the brown
flavor.
bits and
Yeah.
good stuff. Yeah, I would agree with you, Annie. Okay.
Are there
so
other comments
Yeah.
that you like? Let's go through some comments. And
Danielle
folks,
said, Waylon, get frustrated when you cook.
get frustrated? Yeah.
So are we gonna?
I'm very
share
good at
the-
getting frustrated.
One person asked if that's sufficient pasta, and I think that it's made for 2 people, and I think that the general idea is we're focusing more like on the veggies and
Yeah.
like making a healthful meal. And
Yeah,
so
that's what we were saying earlier. There is pasta, and you know you could always add more to this if you wanted a really pasta heavy dish. But
Yeah.
I love that it's mostly zucchini and tomatoes and
yeah,
celery.
looks so good.
All right.
So
And if
grilling-
you sing while you do dishes, it makes it more fun too. Or whistle.
This is super yum. So do they have gluten-free
Are
options?
you eating it
and,
without me?
No, I'm just getting good news.
Watch it. That's it. Do they gluten free?
I do not know.
Yeah, allergy friendly. That would be
I think
interesting.
they have a lot of different options actually, like paleo.
Yeah, well, this is great, and we're pretty much ready. And what did that take? 20, 30 minutes? Not even.
I have no idea. But it's pretty fun. I mean, that's the thing about like time is I don't have 20 or 30 minutes. I just want to sit down, watch TV, and eat something good. But when you actually do it, it's actually just really fun. It feels like 0 minutes.
Yeah.
Put them in little mugs so we can share for everybody.
Yeah, sure. Great suggestion.
So this is actually like quite a bit. It definitely would be good for 2 people that are very hungry, but I'd say for lunch this could, do 3 or 4,
Or just me.
or just Waylon.
Yeah, it could be for 1 if you're super hungry, or you could split it like we're about to do with 5 if everyone's eating.
I actually just ate, so just 4.
just 4.
All right. I think we're ready to rock
Can
and
we
roll.
hand choose the mugs? So, can we have a mug?
Ooh, I like
Mug
this
off.
one.
So this is a mug from the 1975 GOP convention. It's an elephant. I bought it off eBay. This is a handmade, kind of messed up, beautiful mug from a amazing potter. Are you filming it?
Yep.
This is a camping. We actually make elephant mugs like this. So if you want this, it's on elephantjournal.com/shop, and it has elephant here. This is a classic camping mug. Let's pick. This mug is from Halifax, Nova Scotia, where my mom lives.
Doesn't that look good?
That looks so good.
Wait, you didn't get my Halifax, Nova Scotia mug?
Excuse me.
Jesus Christ. Wow, that looks amazing. No wonder you didn't film the mug. Look how beautiful that is.
Amazing.
I just want the ciabatta.
Looks darn good.
And this is a mug from Lele and Thea, who are the cutest older couple in Boulder.
Waylon likes mugs,
I like pottery. I love pottery.
and you like coffee
And I like coffee.
a lot.
That's like that's my eulogy. That'll be on my gravestone. He liked coffee and mugs. A lot. Are we good?
I think we're good. I'm just gonna cut the bread in half.
So let's
we
film
have
serving it up.
4 pieces.
Yeah, get in there.
That looks so good.
Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. All right, so we'll just scoop some of this soup.
Mmm.
Well, actually, we had just the right amount of water.
That was so super easy, but it looks fancy.
Yeah, and something like this too would be great to have leftovers. So honestly, like I could see myself cooking this for just myself, and
Yeah.
then, you know, put a little extra basil on top.
Mmm.
I'd say that looks like a
Fancy.
pretty good lunch.
Ooh. I love.
All right, Waylon.
Now it's your turn to eat it.
I think you should eat it.
It's
People
really
don't want to
hot.
look at me
Oh, well,
eating.
it's definitely hot.
All right, I will pretend to eat it because
If-
it's definitely way too hot.
It might need a little salt.
It's too hot for my hand.
Yeah.
Wow, my hand just
How does it smell?
had some free heat therapy. Smells all right. I don't smell that much. Smells like tomato.
Does it need salt?
It needs nothing. It's super delicious. With the bread, it's like,
Is it heaven?
oh my god. That's literally. If I died right now, that would be a good moment.
Okay.
Cool.
Wow. Why is this so good?
Mmm.
It really doesn't smell like that much, but if it's fall or winter, I think it would be super cozy, and then it tastes like heaven.
Yeah, I can definitely smell the herbs and the garlic.
Uh-huh. Well, you're a cook, so you have you're smarter with food.
It's a good nose.
No, I don't have a good nose.
Good nose.
Cool, that was great. And thanks to Sunbasket for
Yeah, can you give Sunbasket a shout out?
Let me grab it.
Shout.
So, folks, get the Sunbasket link, if you like, in the comments for 3 free meals when you sign up or something. And, we don't like to push sponsors we don't believe in. So we are big fans. They're greening. Green is not perfect. They're doing a great job of doing a lot of compostable packaging and all that. So, let's see. Yeah, Bronco Orange Stove. Amen. I'm just going to go through comments real quick. Oh, Danielle's saying I did get frustrated. Yeah, it's really challenging for me to cook. It's intimidating. Cooking during date nights is awesome too. Amen, Alyssa. But you actually have to be slightly decent at it or it could backfire, right? Coffee is life. All right, so tons of comments. Thank you everyone for watching. This was our first live video. It's a total mess, but I kind of want it to be a mess, not too rehearsed or fake. So I hope everyone enjoyed being in my home today. I know the dogs seem pretty bored, but everyone else had a pretty good time. Emma's now Oh, are you taking cute photos of it? Nice.
Yeah.
Well, go follow Daydream Dessert, and please come over sometime and hang out. Thanks, everyone. Oh, let's do a little meditation. We all want to do this? So wherever you are, just ground yourself. Emma, you got to meditate for 30 seconds. You're like, God damn it. Okay, so just take a deep breath and a good posture, guys. Busted, do it. Deep breath, good posture. You're never too busy to be present. Feel the ground beneath you and the solidity, the gentle solidity of the earth down here. Feel the vast, spacious sky above you. If you've been feeling stressed out, the sky is there for you to open you up. Feel your heart in between. And you can take a deep breath into your heart, joining heaven and earth, and breathe out. Have a wonderful day.